Hey there, hi, it's me, Stacy Lei. Welcome to 30 Minutes of Balance and Flexibility. In today's session, we'll be working in a number of different body positions. We'll be practicing exercises to make your joints and your muscles more flexible, as well as help you maintain stability and balance in all different body postures. To really have an enjoyable class, please make sure that you have a mat or a carpet because we'll be down on the floor. If you have tender knees, having a small towel folded up, you can use this underneath your knees to be more comfortable when we're on our hands and knees in those different postures. Also, if you have any issues with your balance, you might prefer to have a chair, a high back chair nearby. Now, I'm going to start with it over on my left side, and I'll tell you when you can change it from side to side and move positions, although I won't be using it very much. It's just there if you need it. Please make sure you're wearing clothing that lets you bend and stretch in every different body posture. And if you have taken my classes before, you know that I like to train the feet. So for that purpose, I will be barefoot today, and I encourage you to do the same, okay? So why don't you make your way over to your mat? We'll begin standing. I'm gonna start our music. Are you ready? Let's go. So you can place the towel just on the floor for now, okay? And I'd like you to start with your feet hip distance apart, and if you take a look down, they should be parallel. Now place your hands on your hips and draw your elbows back and open your chest up nice and wide. And now I invite you to close your eyes and just settle into your space. Congratulations, you made it here. Showing up for yourself is sometimes the most challenging part of self-care. But here you are with me today. With your eyes closed, please take a deep breath in. Fill your lungs up and exhale a lot. Take your time. Do it again, a deep breath in. Exhale deeply and completely. Now as you inhale, think about all the rich, fresh oxygen you're bringing into your body. And as you exhale, think about the byproducts that you're letting go of and the stale air that you no longer need. As you inhale, think of peace and joy and healing and abundance. And as you exhale, let go of worry or fear or sadness or discomfort. Just let that leave your body. Continue to breathe with yourself. And just listen to my words. Our mantra today is, I choose to trust the steps I take. I believe in me. It's a nice one, right? Just listen one more time. I choose to trust the steps I take. I believe in me. Please take a deep breath in. And the longest exhale you've had yet. Now gently blink your eyes open and let your hands rest down by your sides and roll your shoulders up and back. Let's keep going. Just up and back and up and back. So it's like a little massage for your neck and your shoulders and your upper back. Allow your hands to just hang heavy and soften the expression on your face. Now take your hands behind you and interlace your fingers. And drop your right ear to your shoulder. And now come on over to the other side. So right side and left side. Right side and left side. Let's have two more. Maybe you're closing your eyes and just enjoying the sensations. If your eyes are closed, it's time to blink them back open. Bring your head back to the center, and this time turn to the right. And now turn to the left. Just take your time. To the right and to the left. Now go a little faster, just swishing from side to side. At this point, you might notice that you have a slight imbalance. Maybe one side of your neck is tighter than the other. Come back to the center, please. And there's no need for judgment, right? Shrug and release. It's just good to know what we have going on. Let's have two more shrugs all the way up Now hold the next one down and then bring your hands to your rib cage, squeeze your elbows back, and then tuck your elbows forward and tuck your chin. So we'll go back and tuck forward. So just lift your chin a little bit and forward. 2 more times. Open and close. Last time. So we're going to continue with a very similar exercise. This time, open your arms and close. Which arm is on top? Now switch the top arm. Open your chest. Tuck your chin. You've got 2 more like this. Open and tuck. Last time, please. Open and tuck. Okay, melt your arms down. Bring them to your hips and just bring your rib cage forward and back. And now take it side to side. So you want to feel your rib cage kind of separating from your hips, right? Because they're really not attached. Take this forward, then side, then back. They should move independently. Make a little circle. 1 more. Rib cage to the front, then side, and then back. And now make a little circle and make 1 more. Now let's move our hips. So swing them forward and back. So keep your knees soft. From the side, I'm just swishing forward, swishing back, right? It's a nice easy glide. You're using your breath. Let's have 2 more of these, forward and back. Now take the hips from side to side, side, side. So keep your knees soft and then go a little faster. Feels pretty good, right? Just 4 more times. Now let's slow it down. Hips to the front, then to the side, then to the back. Now make a circle and make 1 more circle. Bring your hips to the front, then to the side, then to the back. Now make a circle and make 1 more circle. Stand up nice and tall. So lift your knee up, lift your knee up. 2 more like this. Same exercise, just a little bit faster. So lift and lift. And just be nice and easy. We're still in our warm-up zone, so you don't have to be too concerned with how high you're lifting. Now take your arms out to the side, and notice how on each side you'll need to balance just a little bit when you get there. So get ready to hold your right leg up. Ready? Hold. All right, bring your hands underneath your thigh and just let your leg hang and point and flex your ankle. So of course, this is a great time to hold on to the chair if you prefer. Point and flex your ankle. You've got 4 more of these and 3 more just like this. Okay, continue to hold your leg with your left hand. So hold here and then bring your right hand to your rib cage and twist to the side. And of course, your option is your hand on the chair. So whatever you need to do here to keep yourself standing on 1 leg for a few more seconds. Okay, return to center and come down. Let's do the other side. We'll keep the chair right where it is. Lift your left leg up and hold on. So your arms should be very straight, right? Your leg is just kind of hanging there, and you're working on balancing on just 1 foot. And in a few minutes, we're gonna do some footwork so that you can be even more connected. Okay. Hold your foot center and continue to hold your leg with your right arm. And now your left hand comes to your rib cage and you can twist. Of course, you can place your fingers on the chair if you prefer. Just hold this balance and this twist. And return back to the center. Lower your leg down. And now take a look down at your feet. Bring your feet back to parallel just like we started. Bring your hands behind your back. Lift your toes up and down, just your toes. So we're gonna start waking your body up from your feet, right? Because our feet are the base of our support, so we need to make them smart and agile, flexible, and strong. Take a look down at your toes. As you lift your toes up, please spread them out as wide as you can. So this time, hold your toes up and separate your toes and continue stretching and stretching and stretching your toes. Keep stretching and relax. Now lift your right heel up and then switch. Lift your left heel up. Switch, switch, switch. So in today's class, I'll be referring to this particular movement as a foot fold, right? Because you're actually folding your foot. Brilliant, huh? Let's go a little faster. So go 1, 2, hold, 1, 2, hold. Let's have 2 more. Okay, hold the right heel up, right heel, and roll across the front of your foot. So your heel is lifted and you're just rolling across this space that I refer to as the landing pad. Your landing pad of your foot. Because when we're barefoot and moving, that's where we want to land first most often. Okay, so it's a foot fold and the landing pad. Bring your foot down, please, and let's do the other side. I like to educate you along the way so that you know what's going on, and so that throughout the workout we're communicating really well. What do you think? Are we good? All right, 2 feet down, please, 2 feet down. So keep your feet parallel, okay? Rock your ankles out, be gentle with yourself, and now roll your ankles in. Here we go, rock them out. We're gonna keep these nice and slow because as we age, we tend to develop tight, stiff ankles, all right? And that doesn't help our balance at all. So we wanna keep our ankles mobile and circulated. Okay, so let's just go a little bit faster. 7, 6, 5, just 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now flatten out your feet. So here's a big exercise. This one's important. Lift your toes up and spread them wide. Now place the tips of your toes on the ground and then suction cup the ground with your toes. That'll give you a sensation of being rooted like roots of a tree, connected to the ground. Relax your toes. Let's try that again. Lift up, spread them wide, and suction cup the ground. And then release. Keep this going, please. You've got a few more repetitions of this particular exercise. Now, as you look down at your toes, if your toenails have disappeared, well then you're creating a claw foot, right? And you're not a bird. Okay, so let's make sure we have it right so that it really works for you. Lift your toes up, spread them wide, place your toes down, and little suction cups with your toes. So you should see white knuckles in your toes. How about 2 more of these and then we'll travel onward. Last time, ready? All right, relax and let's just pedal your feet out. Good work. It's called foot fitness when you do specific exercises to make your feet stronger, and I do them a lot. I mean, that's just what I do. Okay, so now your left foot. We're gonna create those smart, strong toes again, so do it on just one side. I'd like you to lift your right leg up and then take your foot across and rest it on your thigh, okay? And you can keep your hands out for balance or on your hips or gently touching the chair. So this is just like how you put your shoes on, right? I'd like you to come forward just a little bit and stretch out your hips. So flexibility and balance. Just like the title says. Okay, roll your ankle in one direction and then in the opposite direction. And roll your ankle one more time and then in the opposite direction. Uncross, stand up, and stretch your foot. So the same foot, your left foot, your toes tuck under, just like this. And then come down just a little bit. This is a lot more comfortable on a mat or a carpet, okay? Yep. Okay, hold this one down. It's a pretty deep stretch. Hold it for 4 counts and 3 counts and 2 counts. Come on up. So make those smart toes again. Grab on. Okay, this time you'll lift your right leg up and cross like a lady. Okay, in yoga, this is called the eagle bound pose. And if you'd like to wrap your toes all the way around, you can. You can place your hand on the chair or not. You can take your arms out in front of you or not. And just practice your balancing. And then what happens if you start to lose your balance? Your strategy is just to put your foot down or to place your hand on the chair, right? Just hold for 4 and 3 and 2. Now uncross and take your foot out to the side. Hands on your hips. and lift your knee, come into your midline. So up and down, and up and down, and twist and down. Let's go faster. Twist and twist. So some nice moving dynamic flexibility here as you balance on one foot. 8. Really good work you're doing today. Keep going. 4. You're going to catch it at the top. Ready? Ready, ready, catch it. Then test your balance. Oh boy. So that's a little drill that I like to use. Makes you look a little silly, but it's really good for you. Place your right foot down and then stretch your left foot again, just like before. So tuck your toes under, tuck your hips under, and come down and up. So we're just stretching out your ankle, giving your foot some relief. Now we're going to do the same series on the other side. Hold the next one down, hold it down, and exhale. All right, come on up. So if you are using a chair, please lift that chair up, move it to the other side. Okay, now your right foot will grab onto the ground, smart toes, and then your left foot crosses on top of your thigh. So your hands are on your hips or out for better balance. It's completely up to you, or on your chair. Now take a little bend forward, just like you're putting on your shoe or taking off your socks at the end of the day, and then roll your ankle in one direction and then in the other direction. So this is a great flexibility exercise for your hips and a great balance exercise for your right leg. Good for you. Okay, so let's come out of this posture. Bring your left foot down and stretch your ankle. So remember, we tuck our toes and bend and straighten just a few times. Now hold your next one down and exhale a lot. Nice work, come on up. All right, let's do the next exercise. So close to your chair if you have one. Use those smart toes to get stable, and then lift your right leg up. So this time, cross like a lady. One leg on top of the other, okay? And if you've come this far, you're doing great, okay? You've got the option to wrap your toes around if you're super flexy and bendy. You can keep your arms out, or you can bring your hands to your hips, or you can add a light touch to the chair. It's entirely up to you. 8, 7, 6, just breathe. I choose to trust the steps I take, even if I wobble. Okay, uncross, unwrap, and take your foot all the way out. Keep your foot grounded, and pull your knee in, and pull your knee in, and add a twist if you'd like. Let's go a little bit faster. Ready? Twist, twist. Now, just like before, when I say catch it, you're gonna hold your leg up, okay? And you might look a little wonky, but that's what the drill is all about. Get ready. 4, 3, 2, now catch it, and then test it out. So what's the strategy if you start to fall? You put your foot down, right? But getting comfortable in these different postures is how we learn to maintain our balance. All right, bring your foot down. Let's stretch your left foot again by tucking your toes under. Take it down and up. So our next series will take us down to the mat. Okay, let's have one more of these. Hold it. Excellent, come on up. So this is a great time to grab a sip of water if you want one. If you have a chair, please move it out of your space. And if you've got that little towel, to pad your knees, bring that over now, okay? So here we go, down to the floor. You can keep one hand on your thigh and then reach down. Lower yourself down gently. And we'll begin on our knees, so you want to take your towel and place it underneath your knees if you're planning to use it. Okay, so the first exercise we'll be practicing today, on your hands and your knees, flatten out your back and keep your abdominals strong. Now lift your right arm up and reach forward and turn your thumb up towards the ceiling. And now lift your left leg up. And just envision creating a long straight line from your toe to your finger. A long straight line, and just maintain your balance here. Now you can try closing your eyes for a moment, noticing what happens, and your whole body will have to work harder to stabilize. Open your eyes, tap your arm down and your foot down, and then lift back up again. And this time we'll go just a little bit higher than the straight line. So lower down, and lift up, and lower down, and lift up. Let's have 2 more of these, okay? Lower down, and lift up. You've only got 1 more. Take it down, and then hold it up. 4, 3, 2, and down. Nice work. Okay, curl your toes under. This is a foot fold, and push up to your knees. Stretch your wrist out. So when you stretch your wrist, it looks like this. Stretch, and circle, and shake. Good, now just roll your shoulders up and back. How are your feet doing in this posture? Okay, flip your toes, and now come on down. And from here, we'll lower down to the ground, all the way down. It's like a little, half a push-up, right? Take your feet wide, extend your arms wide, turn your thumbs up, and lift and lower. Let's do 2 more of these. Lift and lower. Last time. Lift and lower. Slide your hands in and push yourself up onto all 4s again. Come back to your towel. Keep your right knee on the towel and extend your left leg out behind you. Now turn your right hand towards me, and you can rest on the side of your foot, and we'll make a nice long diagonal from your foot to your hand. Okay, and then look down and look up, and look down and look up. Keep going, look down and look up. So as you start to look up and down, you might notice that you get a little bit wobbly, right? We're challenging and testing your balance. This is all by design. So that little wobble should make you feel good about yourself because you're working on your balance skills. Okay, look down, please. And then bring your top hand down. Okay, once again, we're going to lower onto the ground and extend your right arm over your head and then roll onto your side. So rest your top knee over and just feel that nice stretch. Can you believe that this is part of your workout? Feels like you're taking a nap, huh? Just remember that exercise doesn't have to hurt to work. Just feel the stretch here. Now, if you want a little bit more of a stretch, you can extend your leg so that it's straight. It's totally up to you. How does that feel? Bend your leg, please. And then roll onto your back. And you might have just rolled off your mat like I did, okay? So then scoot yourself over a little bit. And here you are on your back. Reach for your heels, please, and lift your hips up. So lift your hips and then lower down. Let's do this 2 more times. Lift your hips and then just lower down. And 1 more time, lift your hips, and now lift your heels. So balance in that position. Draw your shoulder blades a little bit closer to one another and flip your palms up so that you're not gripping the ground. Keep your seat engaged. Just hold this for 4 and 3. Feel a nice release in your hip flexors. 2. Now bring your heels down and lower your hips down. Okay, on your back, I'd like you to cross your left leg on top of your right. So this is the same figure 4 that we did before when you were standing, right? And then bring your right knee into your chest. And enjoy this stretch. So good for your hips. You can rock from side to side. Okay, and then hold it in the center, and just like before, wrap your legs like ropes, and you can keep them crossed on top of one another, or continue all the way through to your ankles. Entirely up to you. And exhale a lot. Okay, uncross your legs. Bring your feet to the floor, and let's roll to the side. Now we're going to push ourselves up to a tabletop position. Are you with me? All right, and now we're crawling, little tiny steps over to the other side, so we could do the same sequence over here. Okay, so if you've got that towel still, place it underneath your knees. I'm gonna move away from the sun. I'm so happy to have some sun today. It's been really cold here. I'm coming to you from Colorado, so when we have sun, I get really excited. We have sun a lot, actually, but it's cold. Okay, so you're on your hands and knees. Keep your abs really engaged. Now please lift your left arm up and lift your right leg up and hold this position and keep holding this position. So you're reaching forward and reaching back. Now just be aware your front arm, that your thumb should be pointed up to the ceiling. All right, tap the ground with your hand and your foot, and then reach up a little bit more beyond extension. So reach and tap and reach and tap. Nice long leg. Do your best to keep it straight. How about one more of these? Up and down. Bring your hands in, curl your toes under. Remember your foot fold, and then come up to your knees and just balance here and stretch your wrist just like before. And stretch your wrist, circle your wrists, and shake them out. Okay, come on down, hands and knees. We're lowering down. And now take your, hi Foxy, take your arms out in front of you, take your legs very wide. And exhale, lift your arms and legs, extend up. And relax all the way down. Let's do that one more time. Extend up. And then relax back down. Slide your hands in and push your body up to tabletop. This time you'll keep your left knee on your little pillow. Left knee stays there. Left hand is down. Right leg is straight, and you should be on the side of your foot. And then reach your arm long. So make a nice long diagonal. Now, your fingers, the fingers that are on the ground, you could really choose your position. You can keep your fingers pointed towards the sidewall or turn them towards me. See which feels better for your wrist and better for your shoulder. Keep stretching, and then look up. And then look down. And then look up. And then look down. 2 more to go. Last time, hold your eyes up. And then bring your hand back down to the ground. We'll lower you down to the ground again. Remember, it is a workout. Right? So moving your body weight is really important. Now your top leg folds over you. Feels good, right? You can stay right here, or you can extend your leg out a little bit longer. And just give yourself a nice stretch on the back of your leg. I choose to trust the steps I take. I believe in me. It's a nice way to kind of start our day, don't you think? Bend your knee, please. And now roll over onto your back. And if that takes you off your mat, just scoot onto your back again. We've got one more bridge. Now this time, lift your hips up and hold right here. And get ready to balance. Lift your right leg up and extend it out into the air. And then cross, figure 4. You're really good at this one now, right? And then cross like ropes. And then uncross.
Your left leg comes up in the air. Then figure 4. Then cross like ropes. And then uncross. Nice work. Lower your hips down and cross your left foot on top of your right leg. Draw your leg in for a nice hip stretch, the figure 4. And now cross your legs like ropes. So one leg on top of the other, squeeze tight. And if you'd like to continue that twist all the way through your ankles, you can do that. It's entirely up to you. Can you believe that we've come to the end of our workout already? I can't believe the time has gone so quickly. It's kind of crazy. I just looked at the clock and said, whoa, uncross your legs, please, and then walk your feet all the way out. Now bring 2 hands on top of your heart and just rest down on the floor. Feel your body weight heavy here. And close your eyes. Please take a deep breath in. And exhale a lot. I choose to trust the steps I take. I believe in me. I hope you had a very good experience exercising with me today. It was my absolute pleasure to be your coach, and I look forward to seeing you the next time on your mat. Have a great day.